Today we are going to be working with Cosmic Roses by Prima, and it is a transfer that comes in 4 of these sections, and we're going to be using 2 sections for our project. So we're going to start with a 4-foot by 10-inch board. It's pine, and we are applying Dixie Belle walnut stain, gel stain, with a foam applicator. The reason we enjoy adding the stain first is it will help with kind of giving an aged look through the paint. It's very important that you make sure that your surface is dry before you apply the transfer. So we dried the stain and we are now applying cream from Wise Owl with a foam roller. And we're not really worrying about full coverage as we want that stain to peek through. Once that was dry, we took a 220 sandpaper and sanded to encourage a little bit more of the stain to come through. And it just gives a nice aged look and shows off some of the knots and different things. So we are now applying our welcome stencil that we got from Hobby Lobby. They're about $5.99. And with a foam roller, we are applying chocolate from Wise Owl. The key to stenciling is making sure your roller is very dry and no pressing down on your roller. You're more than welcome to take a art brush and fill in your letters. For time purposes, we did not do that, but it is nice when you do. So here's the one piece of transfer that we chose, and the first thing you want to do is take a pair of scissors and kind of cut your image, trying to save as much as you can and make sure that you have a box for all your leftovers because you can find other projects. So the transfer is stuck to this protective paper, and so you kind of want to have a plan before you release it from there. And, we had a plan, so here it is. We placed it, and once you commit, you want to rub all over it and take your stick applicator that comes with the transfer and just, move out any wrinkles or bubbles and make sure that you have adhesion in all areas. And then you're going to take your wood stick and you're going to rub onto the transfer. Now this image is starting to release onto your project, and you can now take the liner that it was originally adhered to and start pulling it back as it releases to your project. You want to take your time and be careful, as you don't want to tear your image. If you go to lift it and you can see some of your image is still coming up, just lay it back down and rub a little bit more. It is a little bit of a process, but it's quite easy, and the results are just beautiful. These transfers end up looking like they're actually part of your project. They do not look like stickers when you're done, especially the newer ones. You can see they've come a long way in the way they make them. So I am just about done with this. Quite pretty. I love the colors of this transfer. So now I'm going to the top and repeating the same process. You can find these transfers at Chalk It Up Fancy. I do apologize, they do sell out quickly. And again, this is Cosmic Roses. You can also find the Wise Owl paint at chalkitupfancy.com. Now I'm taking a very used sanding block. You want to be very careful with this process because you don't want to tear your image. You want to be very gentle, and this is called burnishing. And there you go. It's ready for varnish. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, go check us out on YouTube, Chalk It Up Fancy. Again, the paint products and transfers can be found at chalkitupfancy.com. Thank you so much for watching.